Slovenian superstar Luka Doncic agrees to a 3-year, $165 million extension with the Lakers. There's a couple routes you want to go. Which route do you want to go? Do we want to go what this looks like for the next contract? Or do you want to go, I wish there was a tinfoil hat conspiracy?
I mean, it's not, he could have not done this and strung it out. And
Which is so much what I wanted.
I mean, but also you get to lock in $185 million.
I know. But I really, really was hoping that we would have an awesome NBA summer next year.
Oh, yeah.
Of where is Luka going?
I'm telling you right now, so did probably 6 other owners. Just sitting yes, good.
Because honestly, that kind of free agent movement doesn't, there's player.
The new CBA does not allow for it.
Yeah, there's player movement in the NBA. There's a ton of it. It's a player-driven league, but not like that.
Not free agency, and definitely not restricted free agency.
No, there's very rarely does a player the caliber of Luka Doncic truly get to choose where they want to go.
And that's why
he didn't even choose where he wanted to go this time.
And that's why everybody gets mad about LaMarcus Aldridge. He earned the right to go to he spent 9 years.
That's a good point.
I never ever he took a risk.
Yeah.
He could have extended. He could have gotten long-term money. No, he wanted to go to unrestricted free agency. He spent 9 years here. And anybody who does this anywhere, I have no beef. You honored your contract.
Yep.
LaMarcus didn't force a trade, didn't do this, didn't do that. He honored every last bit. And I'm not saying if you force a trade, it's a bad thing. I'm just saying he lived up to it. He performed at a very high level, and he went to unrestricted free agency. He spent 9 years under team control and did the thing.
I'm trying to think. Who else was the last big guy?
KD.
Kevin Durant. This year.
Well, I mean.
Oh, KD to Golden State.
Yeah.
KD to Golden State. Okay,
and that only happened because you had the 2016 cap spike and they didn't smooth it, so they had all this cap space. Looking forward to next year, if you're just looking around the NBA, the Nets are the only team, again, with a feasible path to $50 million in cap space. If the Blazers basically renounced a bunch of guys, I was going through this, I think they can get to $36 million if they decided to do that.
This is without touching the second apron.
Oh, no, they go over the they would have $36 million up to the cap line.
Okay.
But then, when you're talking about, you'd have to renounce guys, and you wouldn't have the ability to re-sign them via bird rights and all these other kind of things. But because of the machinations of the CBA, it's very difficult to be we're going to line up our team for cap space, because if all of a sudden you line your team up for cap space and then you don't use it, you have to end up using it on something, because you have to get to a certain floor and you have to make your books make sense. And then you end up spending money on people that you shouldn't spend money on.
Yeah, which we'll get to in a half hour, why it kind of pushes some guys to make more money than they should, and why it puts you in a weird conundrum.
And management right now, they're not in that business of doing that, which is why you have the RFAs that you have right now.
They're gonna. I have to imagine that's addressed at the next CBA, but I don't want to get into that because we'll get to that in a little bit with the restricted free agents. I think even the game would wish that there was more drama around this. I think.
Well, the NBA always wants this drama because they're a movement drama league.
I think too often than not, NBA players get deals done before they get moved.
But yeah, because you have guaranteed money and you can lock it like Deere and Fox.
I want to watch. I want Shohei Ohtani plane watch. I want to know that Luka's in Minneapolis today and he's going to be in New York tomorrow, and I want to know
the Blue Jays are in on Shohei.
The Blue Jays might be in on Luka Doncic too.
You know what I mean?
I want to see that show, and I think that could be something really fun for the NBA to kind of have in their wheelhouse if that would happen.
It would also be really fun though if the Lakers lost a primetime free agent.
Right, right.
Buddy.
Because that's not how things are supposed to go.
Imagine he leaves LA for Utah.
Yeah, once you heard the Dodgers were going to go after Shohei Ohtani, you were like, well, he's going there. He's going there.
He's going across town.
But there are times when Yankees and Mets have lost out on free agents. And that's a surprise too. I think the NBA would benefit from having that issue. I think they would. You want the drama, guys? You want drama? That's real drama, not this baby daddy stuff and whatever the hell you want to call your drama in the NBA. Give me some old-fashioned, what if the Lakers are left at the altar?
I mean, other than that, which would be fun for everybody, I don't like it.
No, why not?
I don't like the drama. I don't.
You want a little more of a stable league?
I just don't want to be the driving force. Now, again, if you earn the right and you go to unrestricted free agency,
Totally.
that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's not, to me, that's not drama.
No.
That's working by the rules and giving yourself an opportunity. But I imagine whether it's Luka Doncic or De'Aaron Fox or anybody else who signs a big deal, looks at Hallie, looks at Tatum, looks at Dame and goes, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm locking that money up. So if somebody wants to get rid of me, they got to buy me out.
Buy me out. Paging Bradley Beal. This is a good thing for the Lakers, though. I think, a lot of conversation around Luka when he first got traded was, just kind of in shock, and maybe LA was not quite the place he wanted to be.
He wanted to be in Dallas. He just got done with a $15 million home.
And maybe the Laker brand is not what Luka was interested in being a part of. I'll tell you what, though, that seems to have come full circle. And not just because of this extension, but because you're hearing all these reports of him pinpointing certain types of guys that he wants to build the team around. The media is trying to create friction with him and LeBron, which I don't quite believe.
Oh, they don't need to manufacture it.
Yeah.
Look, this is the most interesting story to me of the Lakers. It's not even just the Lakers, it's the NBA at large.
I think I know where you're going.
This is the only player ever in any sport where they are the face of the league and they aren't even the face of their own franchise.
Now, yeah, it's the first time in his...
It's never happened.
It is the first time in his career that the team is not built around him.
And they're signaling, nah, dog, we're not going to expend assets for right now.
Boy, you think
Pelinka flat out came and said it for everybody to hear. This is a long tail thing. We're not looking to do it right now.
You think LeBron misses the Bus family? Because I feel like that's the change in ownership stuff. That's what happens. We talk about this with the Commanders. You know how that doesn't look like an S show all the time. Mm-hmm. New money comes in and they're like, LeBron, you're great. We didn't bring you here. You got 1, maybe 2 years left. We're not interested in $55 million for a 40-year-old.
And as good as he is, and he is still phenomenal.
And he's great. And I'm a LeBron guy. I'm not a LeBron hater.
25, 7 and 7, or 25, 8 and 7 last year.
That's fantastic.
40 years old. I mean, that's better than damn near everybody in the league ever. And he's doing that at 40. But he only has so many years left. And if you're looking at the long tail of what they're trying to build, he's not good enough to be that guy anymore.
I wonder if, and I don't even wonder, I firmly believe if the new ownership that came in wasn't able to pull off this Luka trade, I think they'd be singing a different song with LeBron. Because they would try to maximize the most they could out of him on his way out. But now that they've got their future, no one's going to blame them for washing their hands of LeBron.
No, and LeBron doesn't have the crowbar anymore.
Right. Whether he deserves it or not, I don't think anybody's going to hold that against him.
No, because you're looking at a guy at Luka, and everybody says, oh, he's fat, he's this, he's out of shape. And I'm like, yeah, he's still 30 points, 8, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Like his first, 6, 7 years in the NBA, he's one of the probably 15 best starts in NBA history.
Well, you've seen what he looks like now. He looks fantastic.
There might be some photoshopping on the men's health issue, but some
videos I've seen.
No, he popped up in the Yankees booth. He's clearly.
I saw some Slovenian workout videos that he looks good. He looks good.
And just imagine, Nico, had you just not been a giant bleep, you could have had this.
Yeah, boy.
Rob Pelinka got it out of him.
JJ Redick got it out of him,
well,
too.
JJ's a psychopath. Yeah. So.
And this will line him up. Let's see, after this 3-year deal, Luka has the possibility to sign the Supermax, which will pay him, I believe, this number's coming off the top of my head. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, if you know. I believe he is slated, after this extension, to sign the Supermax and make $83.5 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know because we've talked about this with SGA, when we were talking about SGA contract and just the future and what maxes are looking like now. Who's the guy who's going to make $1 million a game? Will Luka be the first in 4 years?
Yeah, because SGAs won't get there. So yeah.
There's nobody else lined up that could make $82 million a year?
No, because of that class. Your DA's the #1 overall pick. Bagley, no. Trey, no. Luka, yes. That 2018 class.
That's the class that can reach the $80 million a year.
Yeah.
Boy, it must be nice to be Luka.
Yeah,
fat slob.
Year 9 going into year 10, and
that slob Luka.
Over your shoulder on ESPN, they've got the Spurs and they're talking about Fox's contract, but they had Wemby. Wemby will be the first
$100 million
$100 million a year guy.